Honors Algebra. So this is our second worksheet for word problems for chapter 1. Again, you should have this at the end of your note packet. I do also want to show you that you have your answers over here on the back. So of course you are responsible for showing all your work. So I'm going to ask that if you can go ahead and try and solve these on your own, that's great. Just make sure that you have complete sentences and you could check your answers with my answers here. Back to the front, if we go ahead and start with problem number 1, I'm going to help you set up an equation or an inequality. Some of these are going to be either an equation or some of them are going to be an inequality, and then you're going to have to go ahead and solve and write your sentences in complete, your answers in complete sentences. So look at number 1. Adam and Chris are going to split $20,000. So this 20 grand here, if they're going to split, let me lock this page really quick. If they are going to split 20 grand, that means that represents the total. Sorry about the writing. And who's involved? I have Adam and Chris. So you can go ahead and set up a chart if you want. You don't have to. I'm going to, and I'm going to let A represent Adam and C represent Chris. And I have a total column. So most of these word problems are going to have a total. And if they do, that means you're going to go ahead and add things together. So the only thing that we're dealing with here is money. So that's the only row that we have. So if Adam is receiving $3,000 less than Chris, we don't know anything else about Chris, so that is our really unknown. So we're going to let X equal the amount Chris gets. Okay, so let that be X. Now if you look at our sentence here, Adam is receiving $3,000 less than Chris. So how are we going to write that? Well, let's say Chris got $10,000. So then if Adam got $3,000 less than that, that means Adam got 10,000 minus 3, which is 7,000. So that means he's going to get X minus $3,000 less, because it's 3,000 less than whatever Chris got. This represents the total that was being split, so that's going to represent 20 grand. And again, since we are totaling, that means Adam's portion plus Chris' portion is going to equal our total portion. So our equation comes from here. X minus 3,000 plus X is our total of $20,000. Again, this is all money. So we have 2X minus 3,000 equals $20,000. If we go ahead and add the 3,000 to each side, we're going to get 23,000 divided by 2. So X equals $11,500. So that means Chris is going to get $11,500. Chris will receive $11,500, and then Adam, since he's getting 3,000 less, so 11,500 minus 3,000 is 8,500. So Adam will receive $8,500. So that's it for problem 1. We're going to go ahead to problem 5. You should be able to, using the same type of setup that we've had this time or in the past with your other word problems, you should be able to do all of these on your own. I'm going to help set up number 5 because we actually have an inequality here. For your birthday, your parents get you a $200 gift card. And it looks like that's going to be our total amount that we have. To Matholand. Matholand is a great store, an awesome amusement park. It's an amusement park created by and run by Mr. Olson. Mr. Olson's one of our math teachers here. It costs $37 to enter the park, which is a bargain, and $4 to go on each ride, a little pricey. depending on how tired you get, how many rides could you go in one day using your gift card? Okay, so our question is right here. How many rides can you go on? So that's going to be our unknown. So we're going to let x equal the number of rides you can go on. Okay? Now, if we think about, again, what we have here, we have a total cost going on. We know that to enter the park, it's $37. So if you want to set up your own chart, that's fine. If you don't, we have, you could set it up however you want. Just make sure you show your math logically. So our entrance fee is $37, and again, we're dealing with nothing but money. And then we know it's going to also cost a price to go onto a ride. So our ride fee is going to be $4 per ride. And since we don't know how many number of rides it is, our cost of that is going to be 4, which is the amount per ride, times each ride, which is X, our unknown. And it's going to equal a total of $200. Oops, total. All right, in this time, we want to be careful because we have $2, but we don't have to spend all $200. We can't spend more than $200 though. So we're going to have as less than or equal to here. So that means we want to be careful of our symbol. So the entrance fee plus our ride fee has to be less than or equal to $200, which is the total amount we have on our gift card, okay? All right, so then all we're gonna do from here is solve. So if we subtract 37 from both sides, what I'll do first is I'll rewrite our equation in one condensed format. And now we'll go ahead and solve. So if I subtract 37 from both sides, I'm going to get 4x is less than or equal to 163. And if I divide both sides by 4, I am going to get 40.75. Now, if x is supposed to be the number of rides that you can ride on, you can't ride 40.75 rides, so we have to make sure that our answer seems logical in the context of our problem. That means we cannot ride 41 rides. We can only ride up to 40 rides, and including 40 rides. So, even though our inequality says this is the answer, logically speaking, when we make sense of it and actually write out our answer, we're going to say you can only ride up to 40 rides. And the reason is anything over 40 rides is going to put us over our gift card limit of $200. And that's it. Go ahead and try the other word problems on your own. Thanks.